Welcome to my channel VeVe fam. I'm the VeVe Meister with another English video. So if you're only here for the giveaway of Superman, you can skip to the end of the video where I'm explaining on how this giveaway will go on. So in today's video I will try to explain some fancy terminology that I picked up: digital immigrants versus digital natives, and then how important it is that now with payout VeVe is part of the collectibles industry and how important that is, and what I mean by generational collecting. So here you can see one of my very first videos that I did out in the open in front of the house that my ancestors built, my great-grandfather in Croatia. It's this little village in Croatia, and in this video I tried to explain the difference between a digital native and a digital immigrant. So let's dig right into it. This is symbolically my grandfather, who died in the late 80s, and I was blessed to know him. I remember him a little bit, but yes. If it comes to the terms that I mentioned before, so he lived most of his life before the digitalization of everything. And if I would have, as a kid, I was 10, 11, if I would have had the knowledge that I have today, and if I would have told him about what's to come just in a few years, he would have laughed it off, and he would not be able to comprehend. Definitely not. Next slide. I'm talking about my father. Of course, this is not my father, but I think this gentleman is well known in the meme space. So my father is still well and alive. He's 82 years old, and he struggles with modern technology. So maybe you experience this yourself. I try to teach him how an iPad works, and he's hammering the buttons, the touchscreen, and I try to explain to him how it works, but it's just not possible. He has a smartphone, but he's using it for phones only. So he struggles with modern technology, but he's surely not the only one. But I wrote down here as well, he has no concept of virtual assets or their worth. So even if I were to try to explain to him, and I did not even try, what I'm doing, where I'm investing money in NFTs, he would not be able to comprehend that something not tangible can be of worth. So he's what we call a digital immigrant, and most of his life he didn't have mobile phones, GPS, or for example the internet. Now we go on to my generation, so everyone who is almost as old as me, a bit younger, a bit older. And this is me, by the way, the last Comic-Con in Belgium, Brussels, where I was happy to get my Todd McFarlane DC comic here. So, what did I write down here? So I will take myself. I grew up with the digitalization of everything. And this is a really important point. I'm willing to learn. So there are plenty of people my age, or a bit older, or even younger, and they're just stuck with their knowledge of certain things, and they're not willing to learn the blockchain technology, for example. And this is a bit, I wouldn't say dangerous, but it's sad. because you should be able to broaden your horizon, so to speak. So I was able to passively witness technologies like mobile phones. I remember very well the times that we did not have mobile phones, streaming services for audio, Spotify, Amazon Music, you name it, video, everybody knows Netflix. GPS, so older people like myself, they can tell you stories about driving to another city with the map. Personal computers, video computer gaming, the internet, blockchain, NFT, and social media, which still makes us digital immigrants. And those are digital natives. But just to say this here, we who live now and who are willing to learn, we have a huge advantage if it comes to digital natives, because we know very well the times before the internet, how it was before the internet. The digital natives, they will not know. They will only know by somebody telling them or doing their own research, and they will be able to imagine how it was before the digitalization of everything. So now let's come to the digital natives. And probably everyone is aware of this graph. There are similar out there, and some more variations to it, but this is the adoption of crypto versus the adoption of the internet, and the adoption goes almost the same way. So in the beginning of the 90s, when the internet became popular, it took quite some time for the adoption of the internet. Here are the numbers in millions: 10, 100 million users, 1000 million users. And crypto users, it follows the same path, just much later accordingly, naturally. 2016, now we are 2022, so the adoption happens the same way. So I'm absolutely certain that the adoption of crypto is happening, will happen, mainstream, and also the NFT technology, which is, I don't know, below here somewhere, because it started in 2017. And digital natives, now I lost myself, born after 95, just nice add-on. The first mainstream smartphones came out in 2006, 2007, so it's difficult to say when someone is digital native. If he was born 2000 and after, then definitely a digital native. So what's important about the digital natives? The digital natives will be much more keen to the idea of non-tangible things having a worth, having a value. So whereas it is impossible to explain this to my father or to some of my colleagues and friends, digital natives will grow up in the way that they very well see a value in digital goods, digital assets. We can already see that in games like Fortnite, Counter-Strike, Go, Global Offensive. We have some other blockchain games which are not that popular, but Fortnite is really the best example. So for real money you get virtual goods, and this is a process that will not stop, definitely not. It will just become more and more mainstream. So what I'm trying to say with this is, for example, the digitalization of money. There are countries like Sweden where cash is almost completely banned. So there are stores and restaurants which only accept online digital payment with a smartphone, with a credit card. And I'm not sure when you yourself last time used cash, but the digitalization there is already here. So people my age, older, they use virtual money already. So that's why crypto will most definitely happen in mainstream as well, in my opinion. And everything what is happening now in VeVe, and this is the term that I coined at the beginning, generational collection. Maybe you should not just collect for yourself, because I have kids and I know very well that they're growing up in this digital era. They will become grown-ups and they will find a job, they will be working, and they will spend their money for digital goods. So if you're not there yet, where the masses are storming VeVe and the collectibles, you have to think ahead. And in the years to come, there will definitely be plenty of people, digital natives, who have a different understanding of why something which does not exist in the real world, which is not tangible, can have a value. So to end this video of mine, I would like to I will link this article that I found, because now that VeVe has a payout, we are definitely in the industry of collecting. And this article is from May 30th of this year, so it's not that old, and it shows where the industry of the industry of collectibles is going for the next 10 years. And we have a big growth. And what is nice that the NFTs are definitely mentioned as well. I will link this article, read it, it's really interesting. And this is the most interesting part. Below are some leading NFT companies, and the article is from May this year, and VeVe is not even mentioned in this article. So VeVe is still an underdog, which is actually not bad for us. So at the end, my Superman giveaway, I announced it quite a long time ago. The mint number will be 6107. I will do this giveaway in combination with Twitter. So you need to have a Twitter account. I will post, I will tweet one tweet, and most likely you will have to like it and forward it, not to friends, but just what do you call it? Retweet, so that I will have a list of all the likes and retweets. I will do a live video about the giveaway, which will be most probably on Tuesday or on Wednesday. It will be at the same time like the drop times. Today, in a few hours, there will be this Boba Fett. Go and get Boba Fett. It will be the same time, but it will be not on a drop date. So when there is no drop happening, I will announce it on Twitter. So if you want a chance to grab Superman, you should follow me on Twitter. This is it for today. I'm the VeVe Meister and wish you a beautiful day. Bye.